2025, how do you feel?
I'm so happy! Yeah!
I'm the first one to kick a Jew in 2025. Yeah! Also, please stop. It is not 2025. It is 45 squared. That's the year.
How do you feel?
Yeah! I feel great. I was the first person to drink Red Bull in 2025. Yeah!
Do it!
It's empty. I drink it all.
How do you feel?
Good. I'm the first person to drink Olipop.
Thank you.
Woo! 2025, how do you feel? 2025, how do you feel?
Pretty good. You know, there's a different feeling for 2025. You know, there's no more election going on. There's no more interesting stuff. It's all just brand new. I feel like, you know how like we...
Boring!
There's like...
2025, how do you feel?
Good. Check this out. No!
2025, how do you feel?
Whee!
It's going to be Caitlin's birthday, which is going to be very epic.
Mikey, let me show you the roller coaster.
Are you serious right now?
What about my birthday?
When is your birthday?
6 days after hers. Woo!
Dude, he scares me sometimes. Kyle became a TikToker with the
Oh yeah.
Can I sit?
No,
Which side am I usually on?
I don't know. Probably the left, right.
Yeah, whatever.
And then he does this.
Welcome to quarterly review number.
What is going on? Why are your feet?
I don't know, it's so weird. They can't see it.
I know.
Welcome to quarterly review number 5. It is January 1st, 2025. What the heck? 2025. Yeah, what the heck, dude?
Fake reaction.
No, that's insane. Like, that's like 2025. That's kind of, I still haven't really processed it myself.
Yep.
They have something to say. It's gonna really be interfering with the.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean 2025. We're gonna be talking about how we did on our 2024 goals, and then our 2025 goals and what we plan to do for that. So we can start off. I can start off if you like.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
And put on them outside.
I added on a lot during the year.
Overachiever. Nobody's getting these things.
Yeah. Actually, in total, let's see how many goals I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Guys, are we interrupting your...
I had 31. I had 31 last year. But how many did I not?
did you
1,
cross
2,
out?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 I crossed out. So I'll go number 1. Give away all wallet stickers. That was one that I added on. It's more of a to-do task.
Which you didn't do, actually.
I know, I did it. Oh.
No, you
No, the ones that I didn't need. I kept the ones that I wanted. And then I had get ocular treatment. I believe that was it. Original one.
Mikey, come on. Wallet stuff. That's like.
This is not a competition.
I'd throw that on my daily wake up list to do.
Yeah, I agree. That wasn't a very good one. Get ocular treatment. There's very little like that.
Is this scissors?
On December 28th, I went and I got an eye exam, and should be getting my glasses in a couple days. So it's very good. Start a young community was another goal, and it's not very trackable. So depending on what kind of metrics you would apply, different people would get different results. I would say we definitely did. Like we hung out with a lot of people from Doxa, and we were able to grow pretty kind of a friend group like that we know, like Greco's, Torres, McLam, more like.
You're just like not even doing plural. You're just doing Torres. You're doing.
I don't want to be
McLam.
wasting breath. But yeah, then I had first, like pretty much do an interview video, and what I was imagining was me sitting one-on-one with somebody and interviewing them, but then I did do that. I did first Stranger/Ideology podcast. But so yeah, and I was pretty much October review when I was interviewing people at the airport.
Don't ignore what I'm doing as if I'm doing something childish. Don't just look away, Mikey. Acknowledge this.
Oh my goodness, guys! It's the Arabian snake. Yeah, so not really what I had in mind, and if I were more strict with the rules, I might have not counted. But I accomplished the principle that I wanted to. I got out and I interviewed someone, but not specifically what I wanted to. And now we have Sam.
Here you go, Sam.
We have Sam behind the camera.
Sam, here's the stick.
Next up, I have run a 6-minute mile. I was able to get that in Florida, one of the hottest places. I was able to get it. Oh yeah. Be proficient at proper muscle up. We were just rock climbing, and at Boulderfield, and I just tried it one time, and I was like warmed up. I think I was warmed up, and also just I'd been rock climbing for a couple months, and I was just able to do a muscle up, which was like crazy. I had meet 100 people, and currently, just that I've written down, I'm like 160. I've definitely met at least 200 people though. So that one was one of the first that I got down. Okay, and then the ones that I crossed out was. Be good at producing music, or like develop skill at producing music. That's why I got those like music making things. I learned that that's not something I want to do. I thought I did, but yeah, for me these have been good as good for showing me what I don't want to do, which we'll get to in a bit as well. And then I also had learn basic music theory. Didn't want to do that as well. Open a bank account. Was able to do that. Repair my laptop fan, which I did in October. It's been very good. Yeah, Sam, I appreciate your urgency. You were like pushing me. Him consistently urging me to do it.
It was more difficult than giving. It was more difficult than like giving birth to like triplets. Like no matter how hard I push, nothing happens.
Harder than converting a Muslim. And then I had to share the gospel with someone who needs it. I was also thinking like, I was imagining me sitting with someone and then me telling them, me telling them what the gospel is. But then I realized, okay, like at Doxa Kids, that's what I'm doing every week. And as how long I have been doing it. So like, yeah, that's that was me.
You decide who needs it.
Yeah, exactly. And I was like, that was my thought when I was checking off the goals. Pretty much like these broad ones, like friend group, the podcast, and then this one. I think these were like so very broad, and I was like, yeah, I don't really know who needs it. That's not really for me to. I can't really know. Next up, I run a 4-hour marathon. How about I'll go through half, and then you go through half, and then another half, just to kind of.
I only have 11 goals, Mikey.
Okay, sounds good.
20 more than I do.
Run a 4-hour marathon. Was able to do that beginning of this month. I mean, of December. It's January.
What? That was the most confusing sentence.
I said this month, and I'm like, oh shoot, never mind. That was in December. It's January right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was planning for like 3:59 or something. I was able to get 3:52. Glory to God. I did, and then do 30 pull-ups in a set. I've not done that. And technically, if you were to count it, that is a failed goal.
If you were to count climbing, I would say I did.
Because the year's over, it's impossible for you to do it. And I was thinking to go into Sam's room and try it, but I just totally forgot. And then the new year came, so that one is not completed. That's the only one that is not complete. Huh?
I hit the pull-up bar, so even if you wanted to, you couldn't.
Oh, preying on my downfall. Okay. But if I could, I just physically, I don't think I could physically do it. The most I have gotten is like 25. And if I were to try and accomplish it, I would check it off. But I just don't. I think we might go try. But
Okay, you know those interviews or like those game shows where not game shows, but like there are two people talking and there's the host behind the camera who's asking questions. Sam, I need you to come up with some funny questions.
Why are you so popular? Why do you need to buy for friends?
What are you doing?
I had developed skill in the base, which I crossed off and did not do. Get a driver's license, which I got in the beginning of February. Run a marathon, was completed in the beginning of the year. Did my first trail marathon. Then I had complete a 100% week, which just meant my weeks used to be a lot more full. So then I just like, okay, I want to accomplish every single thing that I need myself to do for a full week. Then I crossed off like, okay. I stopped living like that, like having a super scheduled day, and also it's kind of unreasonable. But yeah, that one crossed off, not finished.
Kind of unreasonable, more like lazy.
Yeah. Then I had one that says let's just get.
We're gonna end this how
I said I'd get closer to why, like find my life's purpose and things like that. I checked it off, but then right here it says, "We'll never find out is a lifelong purpose." Is a lifelong.
It's just a lazy answer, man. I'll never find out. It's a lifelong pursuit.
And honestly, I talked about it in December review. What adult do you know right now at 19 knew what they were gonna do with like working on their whole
Every
life?
single one of the adults in my life.
Okay. And it was also the fact that
I feel like you're just making excuses here, Mikey.
yeah, you don't need to be bound to one thing. It doesn't need to be like one thing that you need to find to do. That's what I've decided. Sign up to be a small group leader. I didn't know that it would be impossible for me to even accomplish this goal, but I can only apply I could have only applied in 2025, so it was impossible for me to do that. Yeah. So that one will be completed this year. Oh, yeah. Then run in the CIM, which I did as well. Graduate from high school. Did not do.
Okay.
Organize my closet. I believe that was actually an OG goal. I've organized it pretty well. Although
You made these a year ago, right? All of them.
Yeah.
So how's that one OG?
No, not all of them. Like this next one, run 1,000 miles in 2024. I made in July. Yeah, but that's the next one, and
Guys, I've been drawing Mikey this whole time. It's like a suspect thing. There we go.
I bet he looks very beautiful.
Your channel's gonna get demonetized. Mike, you can get copyright strike. Like Simon.
Then I had bike 1,000 miles is another one that I crossed off. I just will be able
Wait,
to.
you biked 1,000 miles?
That was a goal that I decided not to do. So I added it later on, but then I also did not accomplish it. And then another one that I added was be able to consistently out wrestle Michael. We wrestled one time and he beat me, and I was like, I want to be able to beat Michael.
Didn't happen.
Yeah.
Maybe you should add to this year's goal, Mikey. Yeah,
Maybe.
you should.
Then I had
And I'll be like, help! There's an 18-year-old on live TV!
I had my 100 video series, which I was able to finish on the last day of New Year's as well. Man, we're not even talking about the effects that these goals had on us. But I'll just. Then I had cook 50 dishes.
I say we change scenery. Let's go outside right here.
I don't want that.
Why?
Because that's happening.
No, nothing in particular.
Because of the music?
Yeah.
You can just ask them to turn it off.
It's just distracting.
Okay, yeah, turn it off.
Thank you.
It's gonna be like this for a while though, Mikey. All the time.
I'm
not
fine with
gonna
this.
I know Mikey also didn't like it, so I'll play something that he does like.
Strawberry cheesecake. Yeah, I can go outside. You want to go?
Sure, why not?
Okay. It's not you, Sam.
It was getting a little hot outside.
Okay.
Then I had my 52 dishes, which I cooked 2 of, and that helped me learn that I don't like cooking. Kept my Bible reading streak, except for 2 months of May and June, where I did absolutely almost nothing. And journaling, same thing. And then reading, I read May, June, July, August. 0 books. And then I caught up a bunch. And now I'm at 13 books. That is my goals.
Yeah. Let's see.
And how it's grown me. It's grown me so much. I would say, yeah.
It's so nice outside right now.
It is.
Such a good day to be. Such a good January 1st.
Just keep doing it.
Okay. I feel like there's like we have like fans.
Sam just took a pull out right over us.
Okay, so my goals this year, I only completed a couple.
Thank you.
So the first one was read 11 books in 2024, which I did. I did definitely more than 24 or 11 books. I'm not even sure how many at this point, but more than 11. Then I had invest $1,000, which I did. Actually, really relatively fast. I just invested like $900 one day, and I'm like, oh, okay. Well, because I started budgeting, which ties into use a budget. So I broke down all the money that I have, and I funnel all of it through I imagine it as sieves that take a certain percentage of the money that I make and funnel it into different sections. So that's how I did that with have $1,000 invested. Have $10,000 net worth. I didn't put enough effort towards that, so I think I could have achieved it if I had saved money and used a budget earlier in the year. Mm-hmm. But I ended up just not using a budget in the beginning of the year, and so that's actually why I needed to start using a budget, because I would make money and it would just disappear.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not even joking. I would like make a whole bunch of money, and then it would just like within a week or two it just go all down the drain, or just disappear. So
yeah.
I started having to do using the budget. Have 200-pound base weight, which I have definitely achieved. I think right now I'm like 189 or something like that. I'm really light right now because I got sick and I've been eating less. So
how much were you when you made this goal?
Like 210.
Okay.
215.
Yeah, nice.
And this has just been over the last year or so. So it's been very well done. I've done very well with it.
Yeah. 3
muscle ups in a set. Has not turned out very well. I can't do one yet. I just think it's because I'm really heavy and I have not done enough weightlifting. Like, my arms recently have become even smaller because I just stopped working out. But my legs, on the other hand.
Good morning, man.
Uh-oh. Good morning, Sienna.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning, Sienna. Okay. So, my muscles have gone very down. But I did do 45 push-ups in one set, which is very good. I did 15 pull-ups in one set. I got to 10 pull-ups in a set, and then I just wasn't able to do more than that. Mm-hmm. Complete Algebra 2. Still in progress. I think I'm at 70% right now, and I have about a month and a half to finish it. So, not too much. Good morning.
Good morning.
Guest appearance.
Don't let her see.
Hello, camera.
She loves that thing.
So, Algebra 2, not complete yet, but there, almost there. Run a sub 7-minute mile. I did that. And actually, what was interesting, I was on Strava. I was looking at my year's totals for mileage, and I only started biking I pretty much started only biking in December.
Really?
November, a little bit into November. I'm already at 1,400 miles for this year.
Dang.
And then let's see the running. So the 1,400 miles for biking within like a month and a half, which is really crazy.
It's crazy.
And it's like it makes sense because it's about 7 weeks, and I did about 100 miles per week consistently, if not more.
That's 100. That's 700.
And I've been doing it a little bit, like more than a month and a half. Then, wait,
Yeah, you did
Whatever.
more biking before.
a very like super tiny amount. Like, don't fact check me. Don't fact check me. Okay. You know, it doesn't really matter. But
on 2024.
We're doing that right now.
I need to come home.
Go ahead, take it. Bring it back when you're done, please.
so yeah, the sub 7 minute mile. The reason I brought up the biking is because I looked at my mileage for the year. I have ran 520 miles this year, which is really nice.
Yeah, nice.
And then I biked 1,400, which I feel like I could have done more. I started biking very late in the year because I was running so much. And now I'm going to run very much and also bike very much. So we're going to figure out how that works out. One thing that I'm realizing is I need to probably start like weight training my arms specifically because my legs are very big from running and biking. Well, not from running and biking, but because like I do running and biking, which maintain the muscle. But my arms, they're already shrinking. Like I'm starting to notice they're shrinking. So I need to start working out again.
You have to let it harden for 15 minutes. Catch.
And Mikey's new 2025 goal is to buy a new phone. No, but okay. So the sub 7 minute mile, I ran that. I ended up getting like what 650 something, which I think it's pretty impressive because I'm running at 200 pounds, nearly 200 pounds. So especially when I was running this, doing this goal. So
And it's interesting. We, when you accomplished this goal, we were hanging out and we just went on the
Auburn track.
I think Placer, no?
It was Auburn.
Okay.
Placer High.
Yeah, Placer High School track, and we were like, hey, yeah, let's
What are you
try to get
doing?
our goals. And Gianna was able to get hers as well, on the same thing.
Yeah. Actually, that brings up the idea that I was telling you about the Marines and how like they really push your limits, and you have way more. Let me get some shoes real quick.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
And it brings to mind that idea that like, you have so much more in your stores and in your tanks, but you just never use it because you just don't want, like you don't know you can push that far. Okay, my next goal was get a driver's license. I was so close to getting it in 2024, December 16th, and then my family booked a trip to Florida, and I couldn't get my appointment done. But I've gotten to like at a point I think I'm nearly at 200 hours of driving at like around that.
No way.
Yeah, because I drive to school daily, and then after school I drive to pick up Caitlin and Daniel, and we drive sometimes to pick up Caitlin and Daniel. I drive every single opportunity we go. We get, I think on our car we get around 300 to 400 miles every week, and I'm driving about 90% of those miles.
Okay. Crazy. Okay.
So I'm getting like multiple hours, like an hour at least every day, if not more. And so I've been done trips like to San Diego and San Francisco and all these different trips. So
Okay. Nice.
yeah, and so like at this point, I'm not even nervous about taking the test. I did my technically I didn't even know, but I did my written test in the permit test, which is really cool. I didn't actually think that's how it worked, but it did. So
Yeah.
I just have to take my driver license test, which is going to be pretty. I'm pretty sure I'm
Do
going to
you
get
have it
it.
scheduled?
Yeah.
When is it?
January 17th.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, which really sucks. I was so close. I was so close
Yeah.
to getting it, but it's not a big deal. Okay, so what do we have here? Run the CIM. I'm sick right now, actually. Oh, and this brings up the idea of vaccines. Oh, guys.
After.
What do you mean after? Don't after me. No. Okay. But what happened was, I was planning to run it 4.5 to 6 weeks before. I kept getting sick. Like I got sick probably 5 out of the 16 weeks, and it was closer towards the end of it for training, and so I wasn't able to do the peak weeks. So I ended up deferring transferring my CIM running bib to someone else, and so
Good thing we got the transferable ones.
yeah, and so I did that. I didn't run the CIM, sadly. It's sad because when I came up, like when Mikey was running it and we came to cheer him on, it was such a cool like experience to be there. It was just like the energy was so crazy. And the night before, we were in a light parade in Auburn, and it was even crazier too. Like we're driving and there's thousands of people and they're all cheering, and it's so much fun.
It is, yeah.
And so I kind of feel like I missed out. Kind of sad. But we'll see. I'm I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be running a marathon or two this year for the triathlon. That goes into our this year's goals. But what's interesting is that I've been getting something I realize is I get sick more often than most people, right? And it's because of the vaccine went over, but yeah, I couldn't run the CM because I kept getting sick right at peak week in training. So
Yeah, it sucks.
yeah, and then my cardio. It's so sad. I loved having the running cardio. It's so great.
How much do you think it's decreased by, like percentage?
Not there. It's pretty decreased.
Really?
Yeah, and
Biking hasn't.
biking
Adaptive.
is a different type of cardio. You only transfer about 80% or 60%.
Okay.
So I don't know why I'm shaking the microphone as if I take it, but yeah, that's that. So I'm just gonna bring something up. No longer do I remember. But okay. Let's see. How was 2025 or 24?
2025 has been great. I had a good breakfast. 2024, man. Yeah, overall, I would say the biggest theme, and I wanted to talk about this on December review, but I have to hold it for this. The biggest theme for me, or maybe like the biggest, the theme of 2024 was me searching for what I need to do. And that's my first video of the series. That's what it's about. And that's what even makes me decide to do the 100 video series, is that.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, guys, so stop recording. Let's set a timer. See, I knew. My whole rant just.
My
got-
rant.
Yeah,
Both of my rants.
yeah. See, and we.
This has been so funny.
Yeah, I remember thinking to myself, set a timer, Mikey, and then I just got distracted and forgot. But yeah.
Memory. That's actually another thing this year.
Is that a blowtorch?
Yeah. Sam used it for the girl.
Okay, then we have not. Oh my goodness, is this yours? This is not yours to burn, Michael.
Smell like you. Inhale deeply.
Listen, so we have to talk about. Well, it did not record us talking about 2024.
I feel like I'm in trouble now. Because I burnt a little bit of the pig's mouth.
I'm just. So do we just say it again?
About?
Talking about 2020, like my 2024.
Okay, we can summarize it. In one word.
I'll just say real quick about myself. I was saying this, but it stopped recording due to my own folly. But 2024 was a year of me searching for my purpose. That was the theme. Oh man, did we talk about that?
No, I have no idea.
Yeah. There was a set. Oh yeah, we did. But yeah, since it's the set theme of me searching for purpose, then I realized I don't want to say it again. You talk first.
You're just so sad.
I need a.
Okay,
Here, can you hold
I'm going to have a quick recap of 2024. It was a good year where I realized that I have an addictive personality, but the best way to deal with that, right, isn't to just say, oh, I'm going to just get more discipline and then I'll just say no to this temptation every single time. No, there's no point to do that. What you can do, though, instead, is you can literally just use all the different tools available, like an app blocker with a password on it, and you get someone who you trust to have that password and put it on there. Perfect, right? Now it's not there anymore. So that's something I realized that I need to start doing. And it's like the option is like this. You have two options, right? You can either just wait until you have more discipline, and you can just discipline your way through it, which is very hard. I don't know if you're in the video, Sam. But to be more to the right.
Let me see. Oh, he was right behind you. He might have been.
Like this?
Actually, move more. Go this way. You're behind Michael. Yeah, you're on camera. It looks like you're on his shoulder.
Jump for me, Slay. Jump for me, Sam. Jump.
If you go more this way, you'll be even more. Yeah.
So like, would you rather have like something that's pretty much impossible, to build so much discipline that you can always say no, regardless of how you feel, or you can just take advantage of these tools, right? And take advantage of the tools, right? It makes more sense. Overall, 2024 was good. I think I'm gonna forget a lot of it, sadly, because I didn't journal or like memorize or like put effort into learning, like remembering. But I feel like I have a lot to go. What the heck?
What did he do?
You know when you roll down the grassy hill on your
Okay.
tumbling down? He did that in the dirt. Oh, round two.
Yep. Okay. Anyways.
And so yeah, I feel like 2025 is gonna be good. I'm gonna be putting a lot more effort into this year. I'm gonna be putting a lot of effort into memorizing, journaling, and reading the Bible, and I think growing in discipline. That's a good summary of 2024. Mikey, your turn.
Guys,
He had such a moving rant. My heart started to beat.
I did. No, I honestly did. And I was just talking, man.
You know, you spilt out your heart, and the only person who will ever know that is me.
I talked about the love of my life. I said all my secrets.
Start lying, Mikey.
Oh, you're making creme brulee.
ASMR.
Okay, one thing I learned in 2024 is I don't like redundancy. I really don't like redundancy.
Really?
Yeah, I don't like saying things over and over again. Especially Happy birthday. I don't want...
Wow, fire. Is this distracting for you, Mikey?
I just don't want to have to say everything I said again. You're not going to put this out. You're not going to be able to put this out. I mean, I'm going to stink. It's a reignited candle. This is closer to me than it is to you, Michael.
Oh, really, Mikey? Yeah. Overall, though. Okay, don't repeat it.
Sucks! My goodness!
Don't repeat it, Mikey. It's fine.
I said everything, and it was so...
I spilt my heart!
It was so good, guys. It was so good. It's my fault only, though. Oh, man. I'm not going to say it. That's it. I'm not going to say it.
Lots to history.
I was searching for my purpose, and then I learned that. I probably already said this. This is probably on film, but then I learned, bruh. Whatever you do, if you have the will to glorify God, please, I want to keep this clean. And if you work hard and have the will to glorify God, you will be fulfilling your life's purpose. You'll be working in the lot that God has given you. And also, I just said how I learned. I was so passionate too. So passionate. This year I really learned. Like, I just kept track of my mistakes and would just think. After I would make a mistake, I would just try to make the most of it and
Make
think
the most of this, Mikey.
Yes, and I would think, okay, I really regret making this mistake. How do I not do it again? But I later on in the future did it a bunch of more times, and even from this point, I will most likely do it a bunch of more times.
You did this already. This is, we've lost hours of footage to this, Mikey. This has happened so many times previously.
This is maybe the second or third time this has happened, but anyways.
No more YouTube videos, huh?
No. All right, let me keep talking. What was I even talking? You interrupted me. I forgot.
Making the most of your mistakes.
Yeah, and I'm probably gonna make those mistakes once again. But now I know what makes me want to make those mistakes. Like, for example, scrolling on Instagram. I know that if I feel like if I have not hung out with people in a while, I'm gonna go on Instagram because there's people on Instagram. There's faces.
There's people on Instagram?
There's people on Instagram.
They're all bots. AI bots.
Most of them are, but no.
Most of them. I keep texting them and they never respond.
And okay, I made a good with the phone. It's probably one of the biggest things.
Down with the media.
It's the
Down with the media.
It's the loop of okay, media is good. Or like me on my phone is good, like there's no issues, but then being on it too much and then blocking it, or like deleting the apps and saying, okay, I'm not doing it again because you really regret the time. And I'm speaking for myself right now, but
don't speak for yourself.
Sure, I guess for Michael as well. But then I said, man, I really freaking regret wasting that 6 hours on Instagram Reels. For me,
never mind. He's not anymore.
It used to be YouTube, but then I. Well, I don't know, like Instagram and Reels they're so good.
I know, they're actually funny. They're
really good.
Actually hilarious. That's why I only use YouTube Shorts. To be honest, if I ever choose an addiction to have, I'd probably choose Instagram Reels because there's just so much to laugh about afterwards. YouTube Shorts is just rot. It's just like someone decided to take all the rot they could possibly find and throw it into a app. That's what YouTube Shorts is.
Yes, and then just making that mistake over and over and over, and like, man, and just understanding that every single time I make this mistake, I regret it. So now having that before you. Let's say every time, wasting time on an app, the first step is getting on the app, right? All the steps beforehand, like first, one step before that, you get a blocker, just to block the app. Second step, put someone to get a password. The first time I've ever had someone put a password on it. But actually right now, I think I could just turn off the blocker. Actually, you have to pay for it to be continually blocked. But so right now,
I'm gonna pay for it anyways.
I actually can't. I tried to pay, but I couldn't because they blocked my card. But anyways, yeah. But just maturity. I would say it is maturity. Just being like, okay, this thing I regret every single time after I do. So I'm not even gonna get into the thought of trying to do it because I understand that every single time I did it, I regretted it, and remembering that and thinking, okay, I regretted it. For me, came from after I make the mistake, thinking, okay, I regret this, and usually almost every time journaling about it, and not just like wasting time on my phone, but pretty much every mistake I made, being like, okay, I shouldn't have done this. Like even, for example, most people might have not done this or taken note of this, but like I downloaded Hinge the morning. I prayed. Hold on, yeah, too much. I prayed to God. I said, God, I want to be a good advocate for you. When the Azraels come over to our house, and then they passed. During that, I downloaded Hinge for fun. It's a dating app.
I see.
Yeah, and then afterward, I reflected and I said, okay, I think I was a good advocate, the best of my ability, but I should not have downloaded Hinge. And that ability to reflect and reflect from each day
And you didn't invite me. Come on.
And it was just for fun, but then like, yeah, even I don't think that I'm representing Christ by doing it. It did not feel good, feel right. Excuse me. And then just being able to self-reflect on so many mistakes that I made, and then especially with the ones that were common for me to fall into. I repeated those mistakes so many times, and I'm just glad I was able to take note of those mistakes, understand what I did wrong, how I can prevent it from happening again. And that was probably one of the biggest ways that I've grown this year. A way to summarize pretty much that's what I said about this.
Pretty much what I said in a few words.
Yeah.
Addictive personality? I don't know, actually. Do you have an addictive personality?
If you count, scrolling on social media, then you almost, 99% of humans would have addictive.
Everyone has addictive personalities. We should take advantage of this, Mikey. We should make an app that takes advantage of the human psyche and how addictive it is. And we should make something where people scroll and watch ads every so often.
Michael, the ones that already exist, they're doing it. They're trying the best they can. Yeah.
Imagine being a scientist that works on trying to figure out the psychology that best addicts someone to your app.
Yeah.
Like, imagine that's your job. Like, well, what do you do for a living? Yeah, I look at the data. I use the data to look at how sorry. I look at the data to see how do I make this app even more addictive.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be such a...
They apply it to everything, like even mobile games and like shooters. I was watching Psychology of Shooters, and one critique they had of like one shooter was that the kills are not satisfying enough. They need to make the sound. They said that the developed AAA shooter games have put down to a science the sound that you get when you get a kill. Because it it's like the crunch behind it and like a ding and whatever. And they said I think Fortnite shooter mode doesn't have that. It's not hooking enough for the kill. It's not satisfying enough when you get a kill.
Good morning.
Hi.
What are the creepy neighbors doing opening the fence?
And yeah, I mean everyone. That's how they make money.
Yeah.
But I think it's much more. There's much more requirements to diagnose someone as having an addictive personality. I wouldn't say you do.
You don't know me, Mikey. You should see my YouTube shorts binges. Actually, what's interesting is I heard someone say, ask the question why, how does this apply? Well, it really does make a difference, they say. And I started applying it, and it does actually make you wonder. Like I just started skipping more videos, just the ones that I don't like anymore, or like that don't apply.
By asking the question.
I asked how does this apply to my life?
And
then
that's really good.
then I see a video of like a guy making a specific joint in woodworking, and like, how does this apply to my life? And I'm like, what the heck?
That's really good. That's
an
really good.
interesting idea. And then I realized like 99% of all YouTube shorts does not apply to my life.
Yeah.
So
that's really good, huh? I never heard of that.
Oh my gosh. I feel like Sam's gonna crash into that tree sometime. It's like ridiculous.
It'll be funny.
You just hear in the video like the most bone wrenching crack.
Yikes. I'll say I've been on a overstimulation fast. I don't know. I can't. I need a better way to put it, but like really trying not to overstimulate myself. And this came from me just being really out of whack in December and just being like I couldn't even process my emotions. I was like, what am I feeling? Like I want to cry, but I'm also like disgusted.
I thought you were a real guy, Mikey.
Yeah. I'm not a real guy.
Whoa.
But
can't believe it.
Yep. It's the estrogen in the water.
Darn it. We couldn't escape it.
And just like feeling whack and just. But then I realized, okay, hey, I'm like playing. That's when we were playing. I think it was Fortnite. Fortnite Ballistic came out. It was like for shooting, and we were playing that. I had nothing to do. We were on break, and then like as in between the rounds, I'd go on Instagram. Okay, now he's scrolling on YouTube.
That's I'm like, this would be so hilarious.
How do you have so easy access to it
What do you mean?
on your phone? How do you have such easy access?
The blocker doesn't work. The app block.
Oh man.
I'm just gonna use my old one, and I'm just gonna buy the lifetime subscription.
Okay.
$60 for an entire lifetime.
Okay. I would try to get discounts if you can, but yeah. Yeah. Anyways. So I've been. I think it's been about 2 weeks that I've been on it. Super beneficial, and I want to bring this over into. I want to bring this to 2025. I don't want to leave it in 2024. And it's so many times I've gone on like fast or detox, like media stuff, because I'm like upset and I've made this mistake so many times. But this is, I think, it's coming from a different perspective, and for a different reason. And it's a reason of just being able to live more as a normal human. And I mean, the way humans were meant to be, and just being able to. There's an explanation for why not being overstimulated is good for you. But yeah, mental health has been not like I was like mentally, like I had like depression or anything, but just mental clarity and smartness, and being like literally just being able to articulate and being able to speak more articulately and not being like and just not even understanding what I'm saying has just come from. And I talked about this in December review, but just having more time where I am having minimal to no stimulation, and it's just been so beneficial. And I really think I just don't want to touch. I don't want to touch that.
Instagram Reels? A permanent ban?
No, probably, but I'm just saying like I see no benefit to any of it anymore. Like, or.
Social
like
media.
I love this. I love this life, and I love this new
You're
life.
earthly. You love life, Mikey. Oh my goodness.
I love it so much. It's just life is so much, and like today I spent like an hour cleaning up, and I really enjoyed it, and like it was fun, and
that makes sense.
And it was like it was a game pretty much, and I just like it was super fun, but because also. Like, and we've talked about this before so much, but my dopamine, what are they, sensors? Were dry. They were empty, and
no, you mean they were saturated?
Really?
Because you get so much dopamine from everything you're doing, that everything else that.
Oh, I mean, the threshold was lowered.
Increased to be able to feel better. You need you gain dopamine, but you need more and more dopamine every single time. That's why like Instagram Reels gives you so much dopamine. That's why it's enjoyable.
Okay, they're not really important. We're not qualified enough to speak. I am not.
I thought you were my friend, Mikey. What's going on here? No.
But anyways, yeah, and it makes life so much better, Yeah. And I was even thinking like, man, I need to find a pastime that I feel fulfilled.
I was actually thinking about it. Like, I want to get to a point where my guilty pleasure is reading a book. Like
Zach.
I was actually thinking about it for a while, and it's just like I want to be able to read. So I started doing research on just in general on articulacy and just for fun. I want to learn a little bit more about it, and reading's really important. Journaling is really important, and reading what you're reading is really important as well. And so I found a book called, the classics of Edgar Allan Poe, and then just December 31st or the night before New Year's, I was laying in bed and I'm like, okay, I'll read it before I go to bed because I have some time. So I start reading it, and it's it's Old English, and it's the story I read. What it was a guy who had a friend who was really into wine, so he takes him into the wine cellar, and this guy, he has a lot of wine. The guy who goes into it, his friend, has a lot of wine. So what happens is the owner of this wine cellar takes him into the very back and kills him, buries him, and then he's a mason, so he puts him in the wall. And then the thing is, in this cellar, there's already bones all over the wall and everything, just because these are ancestors that died and they just added it there. And so he wrote this is from bones you came and from bones you go, and that's such an interesting story. I wonder if there's any deeper meaning. There has to be, right?
Okay.
And so like I was thinking about like this is
Rain?
yeah.
Nice.
I was thinking to myself like I want to be able to understand this and also like be able to enjoy it, right? And you can't do that when you're just so like when
Doped up.
yeah, like when you have either like Instagram short reels or like reading a book, like an old English book. Like normally you choose Instagram reels, but what you learn, what you get from it is so little. Sam, I'd leave the shoes outside.
They're outside.
Yeah, just make sure to take them off, cause you got them rug very dirty.
You think that's bad?
Yeah, because everyone's gonna walk on it. Okay, regardless, it's like I want to be able to. That's what I want my pastime to be: learning and like becoming more articulate. And so
Yeah, and I'd say everyone knows.
no one applies like us cool guys.
Yeah.
We're just
Everyone-
some chill guys.
Yeah. Everyone knows that reading a book is much better than being on Instagram Reels, right?
Yeah.
But
But if you have no Instagram reels, you only get to read a book.
yeah, and it's common sense. Consider it, Jemai.
When are you guys having doctors? What kind of potion round is on here? And many new people play. Like, and
We still haven't we've only gone over 2024.
Yeah, probably 30 minutes.
okay, it's fine. It's fine. Take your time.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, take your time. And then you beat us up like for taking too long.
You better try.
But yeah, like okay.
Everyone, I want to respond to this, and everyone knows. Yeah, it's reading a book is better, but it's yeah, it's.
But you can
it's
also
very,
take active steps to make it more
exactly,
interesting.
and I'd say for myself, it really, the way you do it is slowly building up towards that. You cannot, for myself, and I think this is probably the majority of people. For the majority of people, you cannot take. Like a reason why a way that people use New Year's resolutions is not good. Like, I want to never use Instagram Reels again, and I want to read 12 books. But imagine they're coming.
Who's singing? Who's
Yeah.
singing some beautiful songs? No.
Serenade to Michael. But I think most people can't do that. I think you have to really like slowly just work up towards that. And a lot of, habit people, like James Clear talks about this in Atomic Habits. You have to build up towards it, and you have to build your identity has to be based on, like Simon was today. That's my personality. My personality is like being healthy and things like that. I wouldn't be opposed to that. I wouldn't disagree with that necessarily. So
Yep.
it's just not as simple as it sounds. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So what we were taking from this conversation is we're both blocking every single possible source of media, especially Instagram Reels and YouTube Shorts and YouTube. I think I think YouTube is a net negative. It has the potential to be a positive. Like there's just literally a wealth of knowledge in YouTube, but it's never used that way. But that's like, oh, YouTube, there's so much you can learn.
Yeah.
But you go online to watch a video. A guy, like yesterday, I was watching a guy. I took the strongest nicotine patches to get addicted and then quit, or not to get unaddicted. I'm like, what the heck? I'm thinking about it, like, why was I watching this stupid video, right?
Yeah.
But like,
It keeps falling.
some cost fallacy, Mikey. Maybe. Oh no, what is it called?
It's cracked so many.
Maybe use the iPhone.
That's ridiculous. Oh my goodness, that is just okay. Here, let's go to.
Okay, guys, battery died, but thankfully Sam, thank you, he saw that the battery died and was able to. I'm a stupid pig.
Okay.
We're gonna be talking about. Oh, my goals are on my.
That's what I. Mikey, I'm like, come on! I literally just said that.
Okay. Here's how cracked my phone is. Okay. Our 2025 goals.
Holy moly! Like that's insane.
Yeah, like I just put on a screen protector.
No, Mikey, your screen cracked.
No, that was already there.
Oh, you're in here too.
That's the screen protector.
No, underneath the screen protector.
It's not cracked.
Yeah, sure. What am I supposed to say? I'm going to argue with you, Mikey.
Yeah, do it. Okay.
Okay, first goal, rollover from last year, achieve net worth of $10,000 with cash and investments.
Okay. I have bike 3,000 miles. I could probably do more, but I just want to do something.
Actually, you know what? I'll
something.
start with finish goals.
Okay. Actually, I have not organized these, so they're a bit
Okay.
spread out. But yeah, majority are fitness goals. I
so-
realized. Bike 3,000 miles. Yeah.
Bike 3,500 miles.
But actually, it said bike 4,000 miles. I didn't say it
Now
correctly.
it's 4,500. Wait,
Are you
wait.
serious?
It's like just 500 miles more. But no, it's actually, oh no. I just thought about it. That's 10, 20. That would be 30. Okay, yeah, 35 weeks. Not too bad. Okay. Okay, next goal.
Do a 30-mile run.
Complete a half Ironman by November.
Okay. Why November?
Half Ironman. Because then I could just do the whole one
Okay.
afterwards.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I might even do it earlier and just do them in this like late summer, early fall, because I can't deal with the cold. My body's terrible with the cold,
Yeah.
and I get sick all the time.
Yeah, if you get sick, you don't want to have just. Well, I mean, you'll have a whole extra year that you have a whole year and a half.
No, I don't. That's a bad mindset, Mike.
Okay. Complete a
Excuse me.
complete 100-kilometer bike ride, which is about 60. Man, I might just completely hate.
100 kilometers. Okay.
I might just completely hate biking, cause dude, it really sucks.
Wait a minute. I don't have any more goals for fitness.
So far, biking sucks. Actually, these are actually sorted pretty much right here. Right now I'm doing fitness stuff. Oh, okay. These are actually sorted pretty well. Lingangu, liguli, wata, lingangu. Man, and I really like the screen protector. It felt so nice and smooth instead of my scratched screen. My scratched and rugged screen.
I think some of my goals were removed.
Really?
I'll have to figure it out later. Okay. Okay, my last fitness goal. So I only have 3 fitness goals. No, actually I have more. I have one more. It's called... So, okay. Let me add it.
I have 7.
Um,
Oh, never mind. Here's another fitness goal.
complete...
I realized distance goals work really well with me.
Okay. So, my next goal is complete a full Ironman by the end of the year. That's just, yeah, the natural progression. Your turn, Mikey.
Run.
You could just say all of those.
Yeah,
3
I'll
at the
do
same-
Olympic, half, and full triathlon, but they're each their own goal. Cause
Why are we so addicted to triathlons, man? Like, what is up with triathlons?
it was your idea.
Why am I so stupid? Okay.
We made a pact to do a full triathlon.
I didn't make no pact. I'm not gonna be judged because I broke a pact.
When I was 17, I remember we were talking about it, right?
That would mean I was 16.
Maybe-
15 and a half, Mikey. I would have to be 15 and a half to talk about that. I was still fat at 15 and a half.
Wait, I could be 17 and you be 16. I'm not. Okay.
We were
Anyways,
talking about this like very early this year.
yeah. And I was like, oh yeah, 20 is so far away, but now I have a
very
year.
early last year.
Yeah, and now I have a year to do a full triathlon, which is probably going to be the most
I remember
grueling.
we went to the running track and there was a couple and they would just run around the track one way, turn around and do the same exact thing.
Yeah.
And we were just sitting there and thinking that would be so funny to see me and Mikey doing the exact same thing. Like 2 running vests and we just run, switch around the direction, run,
Yeah.
and continue. But I was actually like, oh, like think about it. You go run a half a marathon and then you go bike 50 miles. Like,
Horrible.
that's just for like a normal like that would be just a normal workout.
Actually, they always do the running after the biking because that's how it goes. That's how it goes in the triathlon.
But think about it, right? If you do the running first, you get more tired. Yeah.
Not how it goes. And then
But it's so interesting. Like you're gonna get so exhausted, and there's gonna be so much time invested into training. But it could be so much fun. I'll have a lot of fun. This
yeah, I'm gonna be glad that I did. And then my last physical goal is run 1,500 miles, which is about 29 per week. It's gonna be 500 more miles than this year, but it's gonna be less concentrated. Because last year the first half I did 300 miles and the second half I did 700 miles. This year it's gonna be
It's gonna be different, guys. I promise.
It's gonna be 700. Wait, that's the same.
It's the same thing you've been doing the last few weeks.
It's 50 more miles.
For both.
Okay.
Maybe adjust, Mikey. Maybe
No.
Maybe be happy with 1,000 and a triathlon. Okay. Never
No,
mind.
because 50. Because no. I counted it. It's 29 per week, which is a pretty low mileage.
I see what you're doing here. You want to finish in like 15 years instead of 24 years.
I was planning to do over 2,000 a year, but I'm like, dude, I'm not dedicated.
I'm gonna do 12 years of 2,000 miles a year.
It would take me 11 years to equal around the circumference of the Earth. But anyways, yeah,
I'll just do that passively.
1,500 will keep me active, require me to stay active and running and disciplined if I don't want it to pile up, but not too much, I don't think. Not 50-mile weeks like I have had, which is definitely overkill, I would say.
Okay, next question. Get the teleprompter up, Mikey. Okay, next one is get at least a top 10 in at least one mountain biking race.
Oh, cool.
Yep, and that's my goals for fitness. Okay, next
Yeah.
one. What do you have here?
I've continued Bible streak and continued journal streak. Not really a goal. I'm gonna keep doing them either way. But I had it last year, so I'm like, I'll just keep it.
Yeah, I think I took a more general approach. It's just read Bible daily, completing the New Testament by the end of the year.
Yeah.
That's just complete the New Testament, finish that up.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Keep track of all the money that I spend and earn.
You're jumping around financial to spiritual. Choose one, Mikey. Just
Okay, I'll say spiritual. Memorize 52 parts of scripture. Well, no, that's not spirit. What, journaling is not spiritual.
But like,
Fine. Memorize
I
52.
don't have journaling there actually.
Memorize 52 parts of scripture. That's I could do a verse, but sometimes I want to memorize more than a verse, and one a week is very reasonable, I'd say. And just
I have memorized 52 Bible verses. Okay, I didn't really think about it in the sense of like Bible verse. Like I was thinking more Bible verse refers to like multiple verses if need be, if that's like for context and everything. So I just realized it's already Wednesday and I still haven't started memorizing a verse for this week.
this one doesn't really count though.
What do you? What are you talking about, Mikey?
It's just like it's the shortest week of the year.
So you better start memorizing.
I
Yeah, so
get it.
I was thinking like which one I'm gonna start doing, because I kind of need to start memorizing as soon as possible.
Yeah. Okay. Actually, one more physical goal I have is 150 days of 30 minutes minimum of weightlifting.
Mikey's gonna become more muscular than me. Not possible. So I have to start working out as well.
I have been. I hadn't been weightlifting for a month or so. It's harder for me than running. I mean, it definitely it's more of a challenge for me, which does make it harder. But it's good to be strength in
Good
other
enough.
places.
No, makes sense. Yeah. Okay. So I have memorized 52 verses and then pray for 10 minutes daily using a prayer journal. Prayer journal because of John Mueller. Yes, John Mueller, and because I realize I don't really keep track of answered prayers, so I want to keep track of answered prayers, so I can actually look back.
Yeah.
And I was watching a YouTube video about an old grandma. She literally has a binder. She has a huge section for family, huge section for church, huge section for missionaries, huge section for like people she thinks like she prays for to be saved, and a few other sections, and it's so cool to see. And she's
really
like,
cool.
yeah, I have a page for this family member, and I have asterisks next to answered prayers, and it's like full pages of prayers answered.
Wow.
And I'm like, that's crazy. So I kind of want. That's why.
Yeah, I started doing. I think in November I started like a little prayer journal because they were doing it at Docs of Kids, and then the sermon was about that, and I was reading George Miller as well. So like so many things about prayer at that time. I'm like, dude, yeah. And then I was cleaning out my room, and I found my old gratitude journal from the field notebook that you gave me. So I've just been doing that as well. They could be combined into one because they're like gratitude prayer and then supplication prayer, but they're separate right now. So
Okay. Well,
yeah, and yeah, so I've been growing in that as well, which is good.
Okay. My next goal was. Oh, actually, your turn.
Read 12 books. Read another 12
Is
books.
that a spiritual goal?
Oh, sorry, sir. Complete
Yeah, get back on track, Mikey.
complete reading the whole Bible. I've read.
Excuse me.
I have, other than Revelation and Luke, since we're reading through it, I'm not too sure. I've completed the whole New Testament. So I want to finish reading the whole Bible. I have not read most of the Old Testament, and I want to finish. Oops, sorry, I forgot this is the microphone. I want to, I want to be done reading. Be done.
I want to finish reading the Bible so I can become a full Christian.
Yeah. Just unlock Christianity fully. But yeah, I don't think.
You said that very unsarcastically, like you actually meant it.
Yeah. I know I'm still going to keep reading in the New Testament because there's so much. I do think there's more application than from the Old Testament. I
have a feeling.
I
actually think that there might be a lot more application that we were missing because we just.
Oh,
don't read
absolutely. Yeah.
a lot more than.
And there is a lot, and then maybe like some, but just in like the historical account stuff, it's just probably less concentrated than in the epistles or letters. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Share my faith with at least one person each month, for a total of 12. That's just like an entry goal. I just need to start doing it. I even thought to myself just now, like, who would I share the gospel to? I need to, like, it would be a difficult conversation, but I think I can do it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I have no more spiritual ones, so.
Okay, and then I will continue then.
Yeah.
And then I have lastly, reflect on 1 Corinthians 13 and practice love-centered actions. That's my, like, just, because love, like, it literally says at the end of 1 Corinthians 13, so faith, hope, and love abide, the greatest of which is love. Like, okay. And then if Jesus says the two greatest commandments are love your father, or like love God the Father, and love your neighbor more than yourself. Like, yeah. There's a lot to, if I reflect on it daily.
Yeah, and I think a lot of what you're doing, a lot of these goals I had kind of jotted down. I don't think I processed them as much as I did last year. So I think I could,
or there was like no processing at all. You just kind of threw them on paper, and they turned out to be very good goals.
No, I definitely thought about it more. A lot of these I had already thought I knew I wanted to do for a while. But I think this can be processed more. It's a bit raw. I could probably add some more because I really like what you got going on there. But
I have a friend that can help. Okay. So educational and skill development goals. This is like reading. This is like.
Okay. Yeah. Let me organize this. Skill development. Wait. What was it?
Educational and skill development goals. Like reading, like penmanship, for example.
Okay.
Journaling, studying books.
This fits.
Learning skills like drums.
Oops, I might have not copied the whole thing, but okay, we'll go here then. Okay. Get a job.
That is a great goal.
Thank you.
Graduate from Acton.
Nice. Yeah, I was gonna say this is like my high school goal from last year. I might end up crossing it off halfway through the year. But yeah, I've been looking. I really want to get a job, but.
Are you gonna finish high school?
Oh hey.
What's high school?
I was thinking about getting a GED. It'd be pretty easy, to my knowledge.
Get your mom to write the signature on it.
Oh, I could, yeah.
Just do that.
A GED would be cool because then I get validation. Yeah, go ahead.
So next one is practice penmanship for 10 minutes daily, completing 22 workbooks by the end of the year. Look, I want to be able to write fast, legibly, and actually beautifully. I want to be able to I want people to read my notes and be like, whoa, that makes sense, or like that looks so nice. And I think that if I'm going to be journaling throughout the year, if I'm going to be writing, I still take notes. I need to have legible and nice penmanship, and if I can make it look nice and be fast while writing, I think it's very important. And so that's one of my.
We were talking about that a bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, it's read. Did I say read 12 books? No. Yes, read 12 books. Yeah. I was this year. I definitely read. I read a book that was like 30 pages, maybe 50. It was about 50.
I've read so many books this year. I've even read
the DMV
13 books.
There was just most of them were good, and I would have no complaints about it. But
You were giving me trash because I wanted to add the DMV handbook.
Yeah.
To the books I've read.
yeah,
Which I didn't add, but like you were giving me trash for me.
I did.
Did you add it to yours?
No,
Okay.
it's just
Like if you were giving me trash and then you added it, I'm gonna be so mad.
Also, I believe I read it last year. 2023.
I counted it for last year.
2023.
Okay.
But some audiobooks, I'm not sure. Maybe I should only count educational audiobooks and not fiction. But I'm really glad with. Also, got really dark.
I know.
I'm really content with the books that I got this year. Yeah, try it and be careful so it doesn't tip over. Slide the slider. Nice. I'm really content with the books that I got this year, and yeah, I'll be happy if I do this similar stuff next year. Like I know, spiritual disciplines of a Christian life, and then lock it to be brighter. Oh, now it's a bit tilted.
Can you do this? You okay, Sam? Yeah. Want to be in the video? No.
Okay, just shift the chairs. Yeah, I know spiritual disciplines of a godly man and spiritual disciplines for the Christian life are gonna be on the list. Huh? No, probably in the couch room. Those are gonna be two of the books, and I'm really glad with those being on the list. So like, yeah, it's good. It's doing its job.
Okay. Study 11 books throughout the year. I'm going to do one better than Mikey. I'm going to study them instead of reading them. Because you could read anything and not remember. So I'm going to study them.
So what do you qualify as studying?
Reading the book. I was thinking I would read it and then I would reread it because I want No, I think I'll be reading with like notes and like a really interesting concept was mind mapping. Like instead of writing the notes, because notes are like really bad actually, because you're not able to visualize and remember and get better at like remembering stuff. So there's a guy who became a doctor and ran a business and also a YouTube channel on YouTube who did mind mapping, and he said it was really beneficial. And he did that all at the same time. Like, becoming a doctor, as most people, is a full-time job, but he ran a business and he also ran a YouTube channel.
Dang.
I know, so crazy. So mind mapping, maybe, like the topics of the book and like how it connects to each other. We'll see.
I could definitely. A lot of times, I remember I would read certain things and I understand the idea. Most people have this, and they get convinced by this idea, but then they themselves don't know how to defend this point or how to explain the point themselves.
What's the point of reading a book if you're not even able to explain what you read, right? Like,
Yeah.
okay.
I'm content with how I comprehend my books.
Next one, Mikey.
Grow in consciousness, more grasp on reality. Don't be feeling like I'm in a dream, but truly understand what is happening. This has been a thing that I've been thinking about for a little bit, and this could totally be. It could be me feeling like I'm in a dream. Could be a result of being overstimulated and not. I won't deny it. No.
Oh no!
No. But yeah, I've definitely already felt less of it, but it's definitely something I've been praying about for months, and I don't know if this is normal, but a lot of time, I think I can't really explain it. I feel like I could be dreaming, and there's like similarities between reality and a dream where I'm like, yeah, this is not, I kind of know that this is not reality.
I wake up in the morning and I think about the dream I just had, which turns out to be my entire day, and then I go
and my
back
whole
to
life.
bed.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I think more mindfulness and just being able to like even fully grasping and just like understanding I'm at the Azro's house and I am with Michael and we're doing a podcast. A lot of times I'm doing things and
like passively or like subconsciously.
it's pretty much, yeah. And I'm not fully in the moment.
I could agree. Okay.
So maybe,
Next goal that I have is journal at least 4 times weekly. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be easier just to have a streak that I'm always doing instead of just 4 times a week. But I think 4 times minimum would be good to aim
that's
for.
good.
That's my goal to aim for. And then your turn.
yeah. This is finance. I'm doing. Oh, actually.
Okay, I'll go quickly through
Actually,
financial.
I got invest time, effort, and money into a quality and well-fitted clothing.
Nice. Yep, that's a good one. Okay, and so I have learn 6 piano songs by the end of the year, and then 3 mastered by June. And then I want to complete 3 times a week a critical thinking exercise, like a puzzle, debate, or like analyzing something, because I want to grow in critical thinking.
6 piano songs. Okay, with 3 songs mastered. Okay, what do you?
Well,
How do you?
just learn 3 songs. Okay, there you go. So fitness goals are over, spiritual goals are over. I have so here are the goals that I have left. I have mindset and personal, relational.
Did you do financial?
And then I have financial goals.
Okay.
Okay, I'll start with financial then. I rolled over 1 from last year, 10,000 net worth. That's just something I want to hit, and it's an investment in cash. Next.
Oh, keep track of all the money I spend and earn. I was doing good on it when I was working for my dad, but just haven't been keeping track of it and not being kept track of, and I don't know where things are going. And I like being able to see where my money goes and where it comes in. So, this year, just every single place where money comes in and out, just marking it down on my phone.
Yeah, I have the same thing with funnel all money made through carefully managed budget.
Nice.
That's my budget. Like just funnel it all through.
Okay.
I'm thinking I'll have my checking account and I lock it until I can actually until I manage like budget it all, and then like my spending will be what's on the checking account. Okay. Oh my goodness! Or I could just throw all the money that I spend onto Cash App. That's the card that I use for spending.
Yeah.
And then my checking account is literally all the money that I just haven't budgeted
Yeah,
yet.
that's good. That's a
I
good.
can't believe and it's just sitting there. I never use it anymore.
Perfect. Yeah.
Okay. Next one.
I have relational.
Okay. Then and
Oh, I don't like these. Don't really. But yeah.
I just like one more thing for my investment goals, just to stay on track. I watched the videos talking about investing, and it was interesting because it really stuck with me. If a McDonald's worker invested $10 a day, they would like okay. The concept is that I think 10% under median income, that person makes only $1 million for their entire lifetime. A person who makes about medium to like a little bit higher than median makes 3 million, and then everything above that is just higher wealth. But that's over the course of your entire life. So if a McDonald's worker invested $10 a day over the course of 40 years, they would make $1.6 million off of I think $200 or closer to $300 to $400 or $400,000 they put in. So they're making a lifetime worth of their own income by investing $10 a day. So I think that I want to apply that. So I just have $10 a day or $3,650 by the end of the year for my investment.
Okay.
That's it's one of my goals. Okay, relational and mindset.
I'll go. Grow docs a friend group, preferably quality, but not wanting quantity. This is a more detailed goal of what I had last year of grow a young community, because I didn't really know what to do for that. We think we've been able to kind of get some people that like hanging out with us, and we like hanging out with them.
And they're only girls. How come? That's what's happening. Mikey. Yeah. No comment. It's not a bad thing, but like.
What? No, they're not.
Who do we hang out with? Have hung out with more than once?
Gianna. Jill. That's it.
Yeah, I know.
Oh no, that from the women. That's it, and then.
Don't take too long to think on this one, Mikey.
No, there is.
More than once.
You want me to think of a guy? Okay.
Okay, Michael. Okay.
So we did. So okay.
No,
now when I think of, actually, we didn't really grow a community.
We didn't. No, we didn't at all.
It was John
We
and
hung
Jill.
out with 2 people this year.
Yikes.
So we have time to improve. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh man, I just like in my head it was so much greater than that.
Yeah, grand. We did go on a couple of walks with Easton.
Wow, what? I got to know a lot of them a lot better, but yeah.
I just got to know these people very well. That's about it.
That's not bad.
So we just need to play a lot of pickleball with over the next year. No, yeah, one of my goals is host or attend 12. And I don't know, meaningful is just too extravagant, but like host or attend 12 meaningful gatherings with friends, 1 per month. And that's just like a minimum. I just want to hang out I want to make sure I'm building friendships and hanging out. So
Yeah, I have.
well, there goes one of my goals for last year.
I put down make 4 quarterly reviews, but that was kind of just because you said to do that.
No, you did that first, and then I did that.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't need it to be a goal. It's not. I'm erasing it.
It's not hard.
Yeah, I'm erasing it.
But I think it'd be good to keep just
Okay.
just remember and keep track of that. I feel like that would be useful.
Okay, then I'm keeping it.
And it's something I can check off.
I think that's exactly what happened. I'm like, I don't think I need it to be a goal. You're like, yeah, it might as well. And I'm like, yeah, sure.
But it is something that we have to actually put effort into doing. We can't just say we'll do it and not do it.
Yeah, that's true.
So I have the same goal. Okay, next. Do you have any more relational?
Kind of. Yeah, one more. Be intentional with Christmas presents. Know what people want. Set aside a couple $100 to get it for them.
Okay. I have acknowledge and write about a positive characteristic of someone twice a week, which is kind of too few. I think I'll just do once every day. I'm journaling because I realized I have so many people that I care about. I love hanging out with people, but when it comes to name something that you that a characteristic they only have or they're very good at. I can't, does not come to mind. So I want to be able to think about and acknowledge the positive characteristics of people I hang out with. And then last one for relational is I have a mentor 10 years older than me and that I meet with once a month at minimum. And then with
we're probably going to stop meeting with Zach Lovato, our mentor that we've had pretty much for all of 2024.
Yeah. He has to have a child.
He's having a kid. When is it? June?
Yes, June or July.
He's having a kid, his first kid.
Oh my
I have not.
God.
Get
out! Get out!
I meant to say a brother or something. Oh, 5%. Okay, shoot.
We gotta speed it up, Mikey.
We gotta speed it up. Yeah.
He's
so
having a
I
kid.
agree. I need to find a mentor, but I still am not sure what to do with that. So
Same here. Okay.
But yeah, I agree. I'll put that one down.
We have Okay. We have a couple. If we find one, Mikey, let's hook each other up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay. I'm thinking about it. Yeah, it's really cool that he's having a kid. I've known him for 5-6 years now, which is
What?
crazy.
I started coming at 2021, so I've only known him for 4 years. 4 years.
About 45 years. 45 years. It's crazy. Okay. Next, mindset and personal development. Do you have any of those?
Yes.
Okay,
Stop
go.
picking my nose. Use a tissue.
Okay, good. That's a good one. I have write 3 things I'm grateful for each day because I want to be able to be grateful for what I have, and start putting effort into that.
Okay.
Last one.
For one day of the week, do not eat any processed snacks. Only whole foods. I was gonna do no processed snacks, but like we were talking about,
How about none at all for me and you,
no.
and we just do it for the entire.
It's too unreasonable. I'm gonna do one a week, and when I think I'm ready, I'll move up to 2 days a week.
Okay.
But just for one day of the week, I cannot have processed snacks, and I'll figure out what day of the week that is.
Food wise, I haven't put down a goal for food. Yeah, I do think I want to do something along those lines of. Not along those lines. I want to actually just start to not eat any processed food, only whole foods ever, because I think it's extremely unhealthy the way what we're eating, and it's really bad for us. And so I want to start doing that. Last goal, just so the camera if it turns off, it's been said. Record 5 critical things from each day. I need to increase my memory and my ability to recall stuff, so I think I need to start putting effort in. Okay.
I really, if I could. In an ideal world, I would love to eat whole foods, but other food just tastes so good and is so easy. So it really just it's a cost benefit analysis.
Laziness versus 10 years extended life.
It's cost benefit analysis. Yeah, I just have to decide. Yeah, is it worth it? Right now, I really would like to be only on full foods, but so many times I'm like, yeah.
Think about it. You can increase your lifespan by eating only things that God created. Not that was created in a lab. Okay, I think that wraps up our goals.
Yeah, guys, 2025. Here we come. I think I could. Yeah, I'll just say for goals. I really think there's some more I can think of, or like
There's always time to add it.
There's always time to add some. Yeah.
I feel like 2025 is like a year of restart, kind of like Mikey said blue steel, which is ridiculous. I don't know what
like
blue.
blue. Yeah,
I
like
think it's like
blue metal.
I feel like it's like sky blue, like right after the storm, it's all clear, and I think it's
Like
fresh and clean and ready for a fresh start and restart, or like a very intentional year. I'm looking forward to it. Yay!
We don't have to talk that quickly. I'm looking forward to it. Yes.
Yeah, actually, we do have to talk that quickly.
Okay, but the audience don't feel relaxed anymore.
They're not supposed to be.
It's 2025. Get on your butt. Get on the ground. Get off your butt. Get on
Fresh
the.
start! Go!
I still have to ponder and like think about the fact that it's a new year. That's kind of crazy. I still have to like
I already
process it.
accepted it. Okay, bye guys.
No, do not end it. Do not end it. Do not end it. Actually, yeah, that's all.
Okay, bye.
See ya.